Hello, Dr. Hollingsworth. My name is Candace Thorpe, and I'm so looking forward to being in your family counseling class. I live in Waldorf, Maryland. I am the mother of two girls, Corey and Carolyn. Corey is 28, Carolyn is 25, and I'm also the grandmother of two boys, Cameron, who's 11, and Chris, who's 8. Ooh, they challenge my counseling skills. I currently work for the Department of Veteran Affairs, and I'm a case manager. And part of my job is to provide resources to veterans, mental health resources. Maybe they're contemplating suicide or they're depressed. Financial resources to help them with the claims process or even housing. So there are a variety of different resources that I assist vets in obtaining. Um, One of my favorite scriptures is Psalms 147 and 3, and it says that He heals the brokenhearted and He binds up their wounds. And I believe that as counselors, that's what we do. I think that we're God's secret agents in healing the world. Counselors should help their clients navigate through the healing process, and at the same time realize it's okay. I've been hurt. I've been through something really, really devastating, but you know what? I'm going to live through this because if God be for me, who can be against me? Um, a few years ago, I guess maybe now 2016, maybe about 13, 14 years ago, I went through a divorce and it devastated my family. Um, I sought out a counselor, and that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. And what I learned from that is everybody's not called to be a counselor. And if you're in it just for a paycheck, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. Because when you're dealing with people's emotions, people hurt and their pain, um, it has to be more than you getting a paycheck. Um, I think one of the biggest problems today in our society is that there's a lack of a communication, a lack of understanding. We are not tolerant of the other person's view. And I think that's one of the things that our society really needs more. I think God created counselors as the secret agents because that's what counselors do. We heal the world one client at a time. And I'm going to give you a prophecy here right now. I think out of this class, you're going to have some of the best counselors come out of this class, and we're going to heal the world. Okay, that's my prophecy. I just wanted to throw that out there. Um, but on a serious note, I do believe that counseling is very important because we're dealing with people and their emotions and their issues. And I'm sure that you can see today, just from looking at the headlines, people are snapping. And I really believe that this is happening because we're not taking the time to listen. We're not taking the time to find out, what's going on with my neighbor, what's going on with my daughter, what's going on with my son. And we're not listening, and people are not getting healed. And because of that, I think that we're seeing a lot of terrible things happening in the world right now. Um, I think counselors are very special in the fact that a good counselor, I think, wants to help people. A good counselor loves people. Um, and I think that's one of the most important things that a counselor needs. And I think another thing that is important about counseling for Christian counselors is how do we present Christ? How do we present Christ to our clients where they want to, follow Christ and live a Christ life? Um, I think that's so important today. I think that the healing process begins with dealing with the emotional pain that people have went through. So what I'm hoping to get out of this class is to come to understand and utilize better techniques for counseling. Um, I think that it's important. The process to healing is important. I don't think it's just one of those things where you can say, okay, go home, recite this verse and pray. No, it's not going to be like that. I think that there is a measure of relationship between the counselor and the client, a level of trust. And I think that when people come to you and they're exposing their hurt and their pains, that's not something easy to do, because you're letting other person know that, you know what, I'm vulnerable and I'm weak right now. And I think when people come to you that way, um, that it's our job to help them find the strength to heal and to find Christ. Um, so I'm hoping that this class will help me in my counseling techniques. I'm looking forward to working with you and the rest of the class. And it's 7:56, so I need to go. I got a lot of studying to do. Dr. Hollingsworth, I'm looking forward to working with you and enjoying this class. Peace and blessings.